artists. Today we're going to make a Starry Night rendition with a wax relief painting style. You can use markers, crayons, colored pencils, oil pastels, or watercolors for this project. So let's get started. I'm going to start with my pencil first, and I'm going to use my hand as a measuring tool. So I'm going to place my hand at the bottom left corner, and I'm going to trace my hand up, and then I'm going to come over here and trace this side, and we are creating that famous bush that is famous for the Netherlands, where Vincent van Gogh lived and did most of his paintings. Then we're going to use our line to put in the landscape line, or the horizon line, where the land meets the sky. Now I'm going to switch to, I'm going to use oil pastels for this, but you can use crayons, colored pencils, or markers. And I'm going to start by creating a blue line, and I'm going to swirl it in, and then I'm going to go back around and swirl again, so you can really feel the movement of the sky. Now I'm going to put in a half a moon over here with my yellow. So I'm going to make the letter C, and then I'm going to curve it in, and I'm going to color that in with my yellow. And just like in the painting Starry Night, we're going to put in several starbursts by making yellow polka dots on our paper. Then I'm going to create some movement with my art by creating these small dashes around the moon and the starburst. So first I'm going to use yellow, and I'm using oil pastel, so you can see it's a little thick on there, but you can do this project with anything you have at home. Okay, and now I'm going to switch to orange, and I'm going to do these dashes around again, another layer. And my last layer, I'm going to use like a light blue, and I'm going to create some of these dashes around again. So just going around each one that I made. And some of them are going to start to overlap, and that's going to create a nice sense of rhythm in your painting or your drawing. Now I'm going to take my darker blue, and I'm going to create some dashes along the swirls here. And they're not perfect. It's just creating some rhythm and movement throughout the painting. And then I'm going to use a combination of blue and purple, and I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to make these dashes go all the way across my page. And some will be little, and some will be small, some will be long, some will be okay. And then I'm going to just put in some purple. Great. Now I'm also going to, just for a little bit of fun, add a little bit of color in there, maybe a couple little spots of green, as it is like a howling windy night. Not too much, just a little. Now I'm going to take my black and I'm going to trace this bush. And I'm going to trace the mountainside. And then I'm going to draw some curved or squiggly lines to show some movement in the bush as if it was blowing in the wind too. And then I might add in some brown to that throughout. Great. So next we're going to put in the mountainside, and I'm going to use colors like green, light green, and black. And then I'm going to use some brighter colors. So just along the top here, I'm going to make some quick marks to put some grass just along the top of the mountainside. Quick marks. I'm going to go back over it with a lighter green. You can use the same green. Kind of just putting them in quick. I'm going to also put in a quick line of black here or there just to show some movement. And then I'm going to put in the tiny village houses that Van Gogh has at the bottom of his painting. And the nice thing about this is there's no right or wrong. So I'm going to start at the bottom with my first row of houses. And I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to make a top by making the letter V upside down, drawing an angled line back and another angle down. And just like Van Gogh, I'm just going to put in a few lines that imply a house, like so. I'm going to leave a space by drawing a few black lines, and I'm going to switch colors and do that again. So upside down V, two straight lines, a line back, an angled line down, and a straight line down. Nothing is really attached because we are just implying that it is a village, right? And we are giving the rhythm of the street. I'm gonna put one more house here. This one's gonna be a little bit bigger. You can have as many houses as you like. Now keep in mind, I'm not coloring them in because I am going to use my watercolor paints to create a wax resist painting, but you can color them with crayon or colored pencil, and you can use the side of your crayon lightly in color if you want, something like that. Again, you can use the side of your crayon up here, color the sky lightly. And I'm gonna add maybe 2 or 3 rows of houses here, and I'm just gonna keep using different colors and making it nice and bright and vibrant. You can use whatever color you like. So I'm gonna start by just adding a nice layer of black paint over that, and you can see how the crayon and the colored pencil comes and the oil pastel comes right through. And it creates a nice resistant painting. And the colors are bright and vibrant. And you can do that for the entire bottom. So there's our Starry Night wax resistant drawing / painting. I can't wait to see how all of yours come out.